Welcome to Tuesday Newsday, your one-stop spot for all gaming news. This past week has been an interesting one, so let's hop right in. In a rather interesting piece of news, it would seem Valve has screwed up when several game listings, DLCs, and more were accidentally removed from the Steam store this morning, with the most notable game being CSGO. Multiplayer services, workshop content, and marketplaces are still working for the affected games, and the Steam DB developer has stated that the game packages are still on Steam, so Valve should be able to restore the Steam pages and community hubs soon. Ghost of Tsushima was one of the top-selling games of 2020, which allowed players to explore the real-life island of Tsushima in an open-world adventure inspired by classic samurai cinema. While being extremely popular, the game created by Sucker Punch did more than just entertain, as it drew awareness and popularity for the island and even inspired fans of the game to raise more than $260,000 to rebuild a collapsed shrine on the island, raising more than 540% of its original crowdfunding goal. Due to the immense positive effects of the game, the mayor of Tsushima is honoring two members of the development team by naming them official tourism ambassadors for Tsushima. The mayor gave a statement saying that the two developers spread the name and history of Tsushima to the whole world in such a wonderful way. Even a lot of Japanese people do not know the history of the Genko period. When it comes to the world, the name and location of Tsushima is literally unknown. So I cannot thank them enough for telling our story with such phenomenal graphics and profound stories. In addition to the award, Sony will be working together with the island on a new tourism campaign to teach people and fans of the game more about the real-life island that until now has remained unknown to the world. Watch Dogs Legion has announced that multiplayer for the game will be delayed. The announcement came via a tweet on March 5th stating that an issue has been identified in the PC version that can cause the game to crash for players with certain graphics processors, and that until they can fix this issue, multiplayer will be suspended on the platform indefinitely. Good news for console players, though, as multiplayer launches today, March 9th, while the new tactical op will be delayed until March 23rd due to a game-crashing bug as well. Remedy Entertainment, the developer behind well-known games like Control and Alan Wake, have announced that they'll be working with Epic Games to release two upcoming projects. At this time, no information has been shared about these two new titles, as Remedy are focusing on finishing up the last DLC for Control, but in a new interview with Game Industry, the studio talked more about what is currently being developed. Tero Virtala, the CEO of Remedy, explained that as of right now, the studio currently has 4 teams in total working on 5 projects, with 2 of them being the games with Epic, which Virtala confirmed will take place in the same shared universe. More notable projects currently being worked on include a co-op game called Vanguard, and the team that created Control are working on its next game that has been confirmed to take place in the same world as both Control and Alan Wake. Sony has applied for a new patent for a banana controller. The patent, which was found by Game Industry last Tuesday, is a method of turning a non-luminous passive object being held by a user into a controller, with the illustration used as an example being a banana. This patent will work for any object that can be held in a user's hands, included but not limited to a coffee cup, book, a hat, or a banana. For the past couple weeks, game developer Frogwares and publisher Nacon have been at each other's throats, with the publisher Nacon having hacked, changed some code of, and uploaded the Frogwares title The Sinking City to Steam. This has led to Frogwares releasing a post on their website, which will be linked down below, detailing exactly how Nacon have stolen their game and illegally uploaded it to Steam, and they have also filed a DMCA claim, which has led to the game being taken off the Steam store. I highly suggest reading the entire post about the situation on their website, as it goes heavily into detail on every single change Nacon made to the game, as well as how it was hacked and stolen. A new Call of Duty Warzone leak may hint at an upcoming game mode featuring activities including time trials, obstacle courses, vehicle races, a shooting range, and more. This casual sandbox game mode was leaked this past week when a batch of narration lines were shared by Zesty Cod Leaks. The area of operation is vast. Explore the activities is just one of the many voice lines leaked in a video posted on the website, all of which sound like they reference a sandbox free-form game mode with safe zones where players can't use their weapons and even a floors lava type parkour. Polish studio Forever Entertainment, responsible for the Panzer Dragoon remaster on Switch, has announced that they are going to be working together with Square Enix to remake several titles. All of their remasters will base around the same series or brand, and while the series hasn't been confirmed at this time, it will be made public in a separate report when the global marketing campaign begins. The load times in GTA Online have always been a joke, with people dubbing the game Loading Screen Simulator, with load times taking up to 15 minutes or more just to get into a game. But one GitHub user by the name of ToasterCX has uploaded some fixed code that can optimize and reduce loading times by an average of 69%. ToasterCX does warn it is more of a proof of concept and not intended for casual use, but were kind enough to provide a breakdown of the entire coding process, attributing the long load times to terribly optimized coding and a huge JSON file of 63,000 files. He goes on to explain that every time an item is found, the check runs again and again an estimated 1,984,531,500 times. Along with loading from a single core on his CPU, he executed a couple fixes that optimizes the code, and in the end was able to take his load time from 6 minutes to 1 minute and 50 seconds, an overall improvement of 69.4%. Today, Microsoft has finalized its $7.5 billion deal to acquire Zenimax Media and all of the companies under it, included but not limited to Bethesda Softworks, Arcane, Machines Games, and id Software. This finalization comes only a day after Microsoft obtained regulatory approval from the EU for the acquisition. Microsoft now has a total of 23 game studios under their belt compared to Sony's 13, and while it has acquired Bethesda, the marketing chief of Bethesda, Pete Hines, has stated that the expectation is that Bethesda Softworks and our studios will continue as we have in the past, just with more support and resources than we've ever had before. He goes on to state that Game Pass has been an important initiative for Xbox, and we'll be working on putting even more of our games into Game Pass than ever. And that's everything for this week's Tuesday Newsday. I want to say a quick thank you to my patrons for their continued support. You guys are absolutely insane, and I can't thank you guys enough. If there's any news you want me to see, cover, or if you just want to say hi, leave a comment down below. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and share the video as it really helps out the channel. And I'll see you guys again next Tuesday Newsday. I'm Jack Frost, signing off.